Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Tom, and I'm so excited to be chatting with you today.
And I'm Jenna. Thanks for tuning in. We're both native English speakers here in the US, and we love helping people grow their confidence in English, one episode at a time.
We've got a really important topic lined up for today, one that can honestly make or break your progress when you're learning any language.
Totally. Whether you're just starting out or you've been at it for years, today's topic is something we all have to face. So, let's dive in.
So, the big word on everyone's mind, consistency. I feel like it's one of those things everyone talks about, but not everyone really understands why it's so critical.
The thing is, consistency is pretty much the secret ingredient. Without it, you end up forgetting new words or grammar rules as fast as you learn them.
That's so true. I remember when I tried to learn a little Spanish whenever I skipped a few days. It felt like my brain went totally blank.
You know, I had the same experience with French. Missing just a week made everything feel rusty. It really highlights why doing a little every day beats doing a ton once a week.
It's funny. A lot of people assume if they cram for hours once in a while, it'll make up for not practicing daily.
That used to be my strategy for tests, but language learning is a whole different game. A quick 15 or 20 minutes each day actually builds stronger habits and memory.
Yeah, it's almost like going to the gym. If you try to lift everything in one day, you just end up exhausted and probably a bit sore, honestly.
Exactly. And with language, you want your skills to grow steadily, not burn out after a marathon session. Those small daily efforts really add up over time.
Sticking to a routine isn't easy, though. I think the hardest part is making it automatic, just something you do like brushing your teeth.
Oh, for sure. I find that tying my French practice to another daily habit helps. For example, reviewing vocabulary while having my morning coffee makes it so much easier to remember.
That's a great trick. I sometimes listen to podcasts. Spanish podcasts, of course, while walking my dog. It's not a big-time commitment, but it keeps me in the groove.
Linking English to something you already do is a total game changer. It lowers the barrier and just makes it part of your day. No willpower needed.
But let's be honest, nobody feels motivated every single day. What do you do when you just don't feel like studying at all?
On days like that, I always remind myself that even 5 minutes counts. I might just read the lyrics to a song or watch a funny video in English. It keeps the streak alive without feeling like a chore.
That's such a good point. I've definitely had days where I was tempted to skip, but then I'd just do something super easy, like writing a quick message in Spanish to a friend.
Little victories matter. They keep you moving forward and stop that I've lost my momentum feeling from creeping in.
That actually reminds me, tracking your progress can really help. Looking back and seeing how far you've come is so motivating.
Absolutely. Even a simple checklist or calendar can be powerful. When you see those days piling up, it starts to feel like you're building something solid.
Sometimes I'll record myself speaking and listen back after a few months. Hearing the improvement, no matter how small, always surprises me.
I love that idea. It's easy to forget progress in the day-to-day, but those little milestones deserve to be noticed and celebrated.
Switching gears a bit, one thing that makes consistency way easier is actually enjoying what you're learning. If it feels like a chore, it's way harder to stick with.
Whenever I find myself dreading practice, I try to mix things up like watching a new TV show or reading about a topic I love in French.
Mixing in fun activities is key. I once got hooked on a cooking channel just because it was in Spanish. Suddenly, learning new words didn't feel like work at all.
That's the sweet spot when your practice is something you look forward to. It doesn't always have to be textbooks and flashcards.
Now, setbacks are pretty much guaranteed. Maybe you get busy or you miss a week. The important part is not to beat yourself up over it.
I totally agree. Because everyone slips up sometimes. The trick is to restart as soon as you can without turning it into a huge guilt trip.
That's such a relief, honestly. I think a lot of people quit entirely after missing a few days, thinking they failed.
It's just a bump in the road, not the end of the journey. Picking up where you left off is always better than stopping altogether.
Funny you say that. Having someone to hold you accountable can make a massive difference. When I practiced with a friend, I suddenly cared a lot more about showing up.
Me too. Even joining an online group or posting updates on your progress can give you that gentle push to keep going, especially on tough days.
It's almost like being part of a team, everyone's rooting for each other. And sharing your goals makes them feel more real.
Definitely. Plus, celebrating each other's wins makes the whole experience more fun and less isolating.
Let's get practical. Do you have a favorite tip for building consistency that listeners can try out right away?
One thing that works wonders is setting a reminder on your phone. It's a nudge you can't ignore, and soon enough, it just becomes second nature.
That's a solid strategy. I'd add, keep your materials handy. If your book or app is always within reach, you're way more likely to squeeze in those extra minutes of practice.
And don't forget to give yourself permission to have imperfect days. Just showing up, however you can, is what counts most in the long run.
This has been such a great chat. If there's one thing you remember today, let it be this. Consistency is what transforms effort into real progress.
So true. Even small, imperfect steps add up to big changes over time. Keep at it, and don't lose sight of why you started learning English in the first place.
Absolutely. And hey, if you enjoyed this episode or if it helped you, we'd love for you to subscribe to our podcast channel so you never miss an episode.
And share it with a friend who's learning English too. We're here with new episodes every week, and we can't wait to keep cheering you on.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Remember, every little bit counts, and we're rooting for you every step of the way.
Take care, everyone. Keep showing up for yourself, and we'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.